Hi friends, Ben back again on another video. This time it's a BS6 2020 Himalayan, the elder brother of my Himalayan. And what we are going to do to this motorcycle is adjust the valves. The valves seem to be a little too tight. The throttle just doesn't respond as well as it is supposed to. And this bike belongs to my dear friend Arun. This fellow taught me how to ride. He is my guru. He taught me all that I know about riding today. Of course, I learned more with passing time, but he was the one who introduced me to, the basics of it, at least. Yeah, I mean, not the basics of riding, but the basics of riding well. So the fundamentals of riding came from Arun, and we've been school friends. It's been about 20 years of a relationship now. 22. So 22 years of friendship, and this is his Himalayan. So yeah, the 2020 BS6 version. And yes, he is also he's also been a track rider, and has done the national championships, has also done the podiums multiple times. And what he is complaining, his complaint is very obvious. He says, I twist the throttle and the bike doesn't respond as much as I would like it to respond. So a stereotype comment coming from a racer. And so all that I'm going to do now is free up the exhaust valve a bit. And of course, that ought to solve the problem. I'm guessing it would be a 0.20 or 0.21. We'll maybe make it 0.25, and that should do it for him. Of course, the engine will be a little more noisy. It's a beautiful sounding engine now, almost box stock. But it'll become a little more noisy. But of course, performance gains are more important than a very silent engine for a person like Arun. So, yep, the tank has been undone. The top of the engine has been wiped with a cloth. And this is how the bike looks. Pathetic, isn't it? So that's lack of maintenance. Him being a dear friend, I can of course, kind of force it down his throat to be a little more careful with maintenance, because this is just not good. Okay, this is not a brand new motorcycle. He just got it, a used motorcycle, 4,000 kilometers on the odometer, and so kind of new and yet not new. So 4,000 kilometers of use and no cleaning, no nothing, and this is what meets the eye. Pretty terrible. If you were to ask me, the person that I am, I would never have my frame or my internals look like this. This looks like shit to me. And so just a bit of a cleanup and adjusting the valves. That is the order of the jobs for the day. I will see you guys in just a bit. Okay, so the valves seem okay. There's absolutely no need for adjustments. I have checked with my feeler gauge. The values are at 0.09 and 0.24 or 0.25. Absolutely no need for adjustments. So the valves are fine. Then why? Why is this engine running tight? Two reasons. One, the oil is outdated. It's become a lot more thick. And to some extent, I also could spot some sludge buildup in the top of the rocker arms. So that could be a reason why the engine kind of doesn't feel responsive enough, a bit sluggish. Or the only other reason that comes up to my mind is the fuel injector. The injector is not spraying the right fine mist that it's supposed to spray. There's a bit of it could be a bit clogged here and there. So yeah, a little bit of injector cleaner for about 200 or so kilometers, and that should free up the engine. If not, then the only other thing that comes to mind is the oil. Change the oil and all is well. Apart from that, maybe another reason is the air filter, but it's just a 4,000 kilometer run motorcycle, so the air filter ought not to be all that dirty. And the fellow that Arun got this motorcycle from has never ridden it off-road, so it's a pretty clean air filter. So I'm not going to be bothering myself with checking the air filter. But then again, these are the things that you keep in mind. A new iridium spark plug, and so that takes care of firing. And so that's about it. I'm gonna so have checked everything, putting it back together and sending him off with a bit of a fuel injector cleaner in the fuel petrol tank. Hope this was helpful in some way or the other, just letting you know what it is to have a tight running engine and what could be the reasons for it. We'll see you guys on another vlog. Until then, this is Ben signing out for now. Ciao.